All right, let's dive into something that's a huge deal in healthcare, preventing catheter-associated urinary tract infections, or CAUTIs. Today, we're going to focus on a few simple but incredibly powerful actions, and we're not talking about the insertion process. We're talking about everything that happens after, because as you're about to see, that's where the game is really won or lost.
And this, right here, gets to the absolute heart of it. You know, we put so much focus on the sterile procedure of insertion, and that's important for sure, but the data is clear. The biggest risk, where most infections actually happen, is during the day-to-day routine management of that catheter. This one little fact totally changes where we need to put our attention.
So that begs the question, right? If this ongoing, everyday care is the danger zone, what can we actually do about it? What are the concrete, proven steps that we can take on every single shift for every single patient to keep them safe? Well, thankfully, the answer is a really powerful, structured approach.
And that approach is what's known as a bundle. Now, when we say bundle in healthcare, we're not just talking about a random checklist. It's a small, very carefully chosen group of practices that, when you do them all together consistently, have been shown to make a massive difference in patient outcomes. Here's the official definition, and let's just pull it apart for a second. Small set, that's key. It means it's manageable, not some 100-point checklist. Evidence-based. These aren't just good ideas somebody had, they're backed by actual science. And the most important part, performed reliably together. That's where the magic is. Doing one or two isn't enough. The power comes from doing the whole bundle every time.
I love this analogy. Think of it like a shield. Each individual action in the bundle is a layer of that shield. Maybe one layer on its own isn't perfect, but when you stack all of them together, you create this incredibly strong barrier that really does protect the patient from harm.
Okay, so let's get into it. What exactly are these layers of protection? What's inside the CAUTI maintenance bundle? These are the core actions for that routine day-to-day care that we've been talking about.
The whole thing can be boiled down to three really simple, easy-to-remember ideas. Keep it closed, keep it flowing, and keep it clean. That's it. These three rules are the absolute foundation of safe catheter care. So let's break down what each one actually means, starting with the first one. First up, keep it closed. The entire urinary drainage system is designed as a sealed one-way highway. Every single time that seal gets broken, anytime the catheter is disconnected from the tubing for whatever reason, you've just created a wide-open door for bacteria to march right in and travel up to the bladder. So rule number one is just protect that connection at all costs. Second, keep it flowing. This is pretty much all about gravity. You want urine flowing in one direction only, out and away from the patient. So any kinks in the tubing or a bag that's in the wrong spot can cause a traffic jam, letting urine stand still or even flow backward, and that creates the perfect breeding ground for bacteria. This is also why securing the catheter is so important. It stops that pulling and irritation that can weaken the body's defenses. And this right here is probably one of the most critical parts of Keep It Flowing. You see it on the left, keeping the bag below the bladder lets gravity do its thing. But what not to do is just as important. Never, ever rest the bag on the floor. The floor is just swimming with germs, and if the drainage port touches it, you risk introducing those germs into the system next time you empty it. And our third principle, keep it clean. This applies to everything, the equipment and the patient. It means things like wearing gloves whenever you handle the system. It means emptying the bag into a clean container that's used only for that patient so you don't have cross-contamination. And of course, it means providing good, routine hygiene for the patient right there at the insertion site. So, as we start to pull all this together, you can see none of these steps are crazy complicated, are they? They're all simple, logical things. But when they're done consistently by the entire team, their combined power to make care safer is just immense. And that is the real takeaway. This bundle isn't just the list of chores to check off and then forget about. It's bigger than that. It represents a mindset, a professional commitment to being vigilant, to paying attention to the little details of routine care. Why? Because we know that's where the real risk is. So I'll leave you with this question. It doesn't matter if you're a nurse, a tech, or anyone else on the care team. Think about these principles. What's the one step from this bundle that you can really own, that you can focus on and perfect today, to help build that shield of safety for your patients?